Hey guys, and welcome back to Murders on the Yangtze. So, we're just now starting chapter 3, I think? Yeah? Yeah, chapter 3. And we saw someone fall in, so...
二位就是船长引荐的侦探吧？
fall into a vat of something. Yes, that is
我是
us.
汉阳铁厂会办李毅。
在下沈正平，这是我的助手阿福。烦劳大人，说下这起事件的经过。
今晨，
He just
平炉
straight
车间
fell
的
into
钉
the
浆
vat.
木不慎坠入钢水包中，引发了爆炸。
表面听起来就是一起意外事故，是有什么问题吗？
Sounds like your facility is lacking
这
safety
钉浆木
precautions.
坠入钢水
Safety
包之
features.
时，有2位工人目睹了经过。他们都说钉浆木是凭空出现在平炉2层的。
啊？凭空出现？
Sorry,
正
his
是，
glasses just
没
keep
人看到
going
他
me.
上去，但眨眼的功夫，他就站在那儿了。也因如此，工人间开始流传些怪力乱神之说，弄得人心惶惶。
此事确实颇为蹊跷。
眼下消息已隐有外传，再拖1日，恐又会生出许多事端。还望沈先生于今日之内查明情况，以安定人心，恢复生产。
放心交给我们吧，会办大人，我家先生可是专业的。
那就有劳2位了。
Afu's
本办还有
adorable.
事在身，失陪了。
Okay.
啊？哎，我还没来得及问具体是什么流言呢。
我们先去事故现场看看吧。
Alright, let's go to the site. Pretty convenient. We were just dropped off there. Molten steel is flowing out from the outlet. The grand site. Yeah, you would nerd out about this, wouldn't you? You're absolutely adorable, though. You want the most statues in the office? Yeah, what about it? It got something to do with the foreman Ting's death. Alright, then. Hey, it's Auntie Vu. What are you doing here, lady? Auntie, you're here as well. The official said that something terrible happened here and asked me to come examine the body. What body? It's in molten steel. I rushed over here the second I arrived. I hadn't even had time to eat lunch yet. But Auntie, can you still examine the body after it fell into a furnace? That is a question. What's there to examine? He's all ashes now. I don't have any godlike abilities to help me distinguish a corpse from slag. I love her. Yeah, even if Auntie was the reincarnation of Songshi, it's still impossible. At least you get the point, unlike them. Yeah, that's why I was like, why is she here? So it seems you two are overseeing the matter as well. That is correct, Auntie Vu. Do you have any information on this case? She's coroner. The deceased is called Ting Tafeng. He was 45 years old and the foreman of the factory floor. There are lots of rumors about the case of his incident, but most of them can't be taken seriously. Like the statue thing we just heard. Andy, have you heard the rumors too? Come on, tell me. It's like, no. You little rascal. Why are you always so interested in chasing shadows? Because it's just fun. Without an autopsy, it'll be even more difficult to uncover the truth. You're right, Auntie. I love her. He fell from the 2nd floor, so you should go there. No need to waste your time here. Alright, but... slag. Auntie Vu, is the corpse mixed in with the slag? Yes. Still thinking about an autopsy. If you could separate them, I'll examine the body for you. It seems that we will not be able to obtain any clues from the corpse this time. Ooh, it's gotta be a little more difficult. Auntie Vu, do you have anything? The site of this is on the 2nd floor furnace area. You should go there. Okay. Why would they call me over when the body is all burnt to ashes? Sheesh. I'd be like, seriously? I'm still charging you for my time, but why am I here? Barrier. Why is the area blocked off by ropes? Someone is protecting the scene by using the ropes as a boundary line. Yeah. Such a careful and professional arrangement must have been the work of Auntie Vu. Stop licking my boots. It was already like this when I got here. Huh? Who could it have been? Probably their cops? They don't seem to be as incompetent. This is ladle number 2. A ladle that the foreman fell into. Ladles? Are 2 meters tall and can hold up to 300 tons of molten steel. Yeah, you really don't want to fall into one of those. you. Alright, wait. Whatever. Chen, we'll reach the site of the incident when we go up from here. Hopefully all the circular evidence will be there. Circumstantial, whatever. Alright, let's go up. No one's talking. Hafu, what is the matter? Look, there are scorch marks all over the stairs. The explosion was caused by the incident. Even the stairs were affected. The splash range of the explosion must have been quite wide. This means that no one could approach these stairs for quite a while, even after the explosion. Huh. Were they trying to, like... If something was wrong with the formanting. You play with fire, you get burned. Alright, well, I can't go. We should investigate the site of the incident before we go there. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Fireworks first floor. Proceed to the furnace. Okay, no. Lever. Afu, is this lever used to open the molten steel outlet? That's right. This is a very thoughtful design. Oh, is that so? Look, this lever is really long. You have to stand here to open the outlet shutter. Yeah, so you don't get burned. Nice. Is it designed in this way to prevent the workers from getting burned? Yep. That's right. The molten steel in the furnace can reach a temperature of a staggering 1600 Celsius. Once the shutter is open, the temperature close by it rises rapidly. It's much safer to open the furnace from such a distance. You're so smart, Apu. Whoop. If that's not dangerous, though. Alright. Alright. This is where Foreman Ting's fall incident took place. You were able to see the workers on the opposite metal casting area from here. You can also see the ladle directly below. It's ginormous, like a well. When the incident happened, the well was filled with red-hot molten steel. Ooh. It sure looks like the entrance to hell. No, this is the entrance to leading to the truth. Okay. Shen, let's begin investigating. Alright, crime scene. Well, that's... Section of the railing next to the molten steel outlet is missing. You're right. Judging from the structure, there should be a movable crossbar here. Why would it... This design makes it more convenient to clean this molten steel outlet. But where did the crossbar go? Could it be that it fell into the ladle? Ladle? I don't know. This detail is quite suspicious. I don't know if I'm even saying that right, because it's not a word I've ever really needed to say. Although there are scorch marks on the molten steel outlet shutter, it's still intact. It seems like a furnace explosion accident didn't occur at the time. Alright, well, what's this? The ladle that Foreman Ting fell into it is now empty. Huh? Where did the molten steel go? It's on the floor. Perhaps the workers may know something about it. About this. What's that? Jen, there's some grayish white powder underneath the railing. Upon closer examination, these are small particles that have a lingering, pungent smell. Okay. Afo, do you know what this is?
Huh?
Oh. Can't think of anything right now, but this must be a residue of something that was burnt. Maybe a rope? Where's this thing? There are scorch marks all over the railings. Foreman Ting's falls must cause the explosion. Although quite a few people have mentioned the sound of an explosion on site, could it be possible that the explosion occurred first, then Ting fell into the molten steel after? The human body contains a lot of water. When water meets molten steel, it will vaporize and its volume will expand 1,000 times. Yeah, so if a person were to fall into the molten steel, it's bound to cause an explosion. And then if the explosion occurred first and Ting fell after, there would have to be in 2 explosions. Yes. However, the worker only saw 1 explosion. It must have been caused by Ting's fall. Yep, 100% correct. Yeah, I was gonna say, when a person hits that steel, it's gonna explode. Okay.
Huh?
Shen, could it be that someone orchestrated this accident? Yes, obviously. means someone deliberately loosened the railing. When Foreman Ting leaned upon it, the railing came off and fell into the ladle along with him. Exactly. It doesn't seem practical. How about the person convinced? How did that person convince Ting to lean against the railing after the shutter was open? Yes, when the shutter was opened. The area nearby was very hot. The railing was scalding too. No hurry to conclude. We should investigate all the process that could be looked into first. The deputy administrator claims that the worker saw Ting appear suddenly on the second floor. Then, in front of witnesses, he fell from the second floor furnace area into the ladle. Ladle? Deputy administrator claims that worker saw Ting appear suddenly on the second floor. Was he dropped there? I don't know. Alrighty. Oh, go back. Let's go over here. There is a locked door. Crane hook. Apu, are these big crane hooks used to transport the ladle? I don't know if I'm saying it right. Yep, these are the crane hooks for the bridge crane. It can lift up to 50 tons of loaded. Woo, it's hot. Jen, be careful of the molten steel up ahead. I am unable to get any closer due to the heat. Yeah, let's not go that way. Furnace charging area. It looks locked. This is a huge area. Shen, this is the charging area behind the furnace. Oh, sorry. I should have been paying attention to what he was saying. Bulk material heap. Is this fuel that piled on here? This is bulk material, mostly lime and fluorite and the sort. So you need lime to make steel. Yep, bulk materials are used to separate impurities from the molten steel. Interesting.
Huh?
I don't know what this is. Huh? How come there's a big sheet of tarpaulin here? So they kept steel scraps prepared for smelting piled underneath here. It's well protected. Can steel scraps be used as raw material? The steel scraps are already quite rusty. That's the advantage of open hearth process. Steel scraps can be used as raw materials. Hi, Mister. I am Shen Chung Ping. I am interested to investigate the Foreman Ting's fall incident. Could I have a moment of your time? Don't call me Mister. I ain't used to that. Alright. Just the furnace charger. The name's Li Chenhua. Call me Mr. Li. I'll ask all you want. Gives me time to rest a bit. Alright. Miss Old Li, what are you mainly responsible for? Responsible for charging the furnace. I'm also in charge of opening and closing the outlet. Does charging the furnace mean add fuel to the furnace? Yes. No, not fuel, but bulk materials. Oh! So if you want the steel to be of high purity, you need to add bulk material in every now and then. Are there any other workers on the second floor platform? There are a few helpers, but last night was just a trial production. I didn't ask them to come. It takes 4 hours to purify steel in a furnace, so it's enough for me to handle alone. You don't look so well, Old Lee. Haven't you rested? Just pulled an all-nighter and was going to rest today, but then the incident happened. Those punks don't have the guts to work, so they're just grabbing onto me and dragging me dry. Or draining me dry. Once Shen gets into the bottom of this, you'll be able to take a break. Take a break? That's just like looking forward to seeing the moon on New Year's Eve. Don't count on it. He's like, yeah, right. What kind of person was Foreman Ting? He's a stubborn, one-track-minded guy who's not so popular. He's so obsessed with steel technology that he'd even forget to pay our wages. Ha! Ever since he started worshipping the gods, he became even less human. He even provoked...
Huh?
Provoked what? Never mind. There's no point in talking about this since he's already dead. I mean, it might be important, but whatever. About the worshipping. Oldly, please tell us more about the Foreman worshipping gods. We need to have a comprehensive understanding of him. You also think his death is related to that statue? Oh, it's a statue in his office, right? Statue? What statue? He must have been possessed or broke that sort of thing. They all say that it's easy to invite a god, but hard to send one away. If you neglect them, you could be possessed by an evil spirit or worse. You may get killed.
Huh?
I don't know. Old Lee, you still haven't told us what Foreman Ting was worshipping, though. No, I just can't. It's unspeakable. I advise you both to stay away from the shrine in the office. I mean, okay. About the incident. Were you working here when the incident occurred? He just said yeah. I've been busy working here since last night. After pulling an all-nighter, the molten steel in the furnace number 1 was finally ready. Once the ladle was filled, I checked the quality of this molten steel and closed outlet number 1. After that, I came back, started the autoloader, and started preparing for the next batch. I was shoveling materials into furnace 1 and suddenly heard a boom. I saw furnace 2 emitting smoke and molten steel splashed everywhere, and the railings on fire. I thought it was a furnace explosion, but it wasn't. Someone opened the outlet in advance. How could you be sure that someone else had opened it? The lever was in the buckle, so someone must have done it. Is it possible that you opened it yourself and then forgot about it? He's like, heck no. No way. I couldn't have opened up furnace number 2 after I just finished working on furnace number 1. After I finished work on furnace number 1, it takes 1 hour to begin work on furnace 2. Is this why you think Foreman Ting pulled the lever himself? I don't know, but it could only have been him, right? Throughout this process, did you see Foreman Ting? Nope, I didn't see him at all. Hey, she's cutie. Actually, I only knew what happened after I heard Old Chow and the others talking about the incident. Wasn't Old Chow one of the workers who witnessed the incident? Yeah, I heard him say that Ting appeared next to the molten steel outlet out of thin air. Everyone's guessing it was the 5 Ghosts teleportation magic. All in all, it's strange business, I tell ya. I think that's all from him. So, let's do some theory statue. Old Lee said that Foreman Ting's death is related to the shrine in the office. I wonder what the shrine actually looks like. We'll know once we get to the office and see for ourselves. Alrighty. Shen, Old Lee said he didn't see Ting. Could it be that Foreman Ting was deliberately avoiding him? That is possible. I don't know. Even so, why would Foreman Ting do that? I don't know. We know very little about deceased at the moment, so it's too soon to judge. We also cannot rule out the possibility that Old Lee is withholding information from us. Shen, let's go and interview the workers in the ironworks. Alright. I need to talk with everyone else. Alright. Charging machine. Interesting. I finally get to see an autoloader with my own eyes. So adorable. So this is what the structure of a crown block is like. Okay. If we go further, would we be able to go around to the left side of furnace number 1? Molten steel is coming out of there. It's scalding hot. We'd better not go over there. Okay. Conveyor door.
Huh?
It's locked. Why is this door locked? That door is for the transportation of materials and elevators on the other side. This door is usually locked and only opens when we're transporting materials. When was the last time materials were transported up here? Let me think. It would have been 2 days ago. Alright. I don't need to talk to him about anything. Second floor platform. Alright, so there... We can... Oh! I didn't mean to hop. Pull back. Didn't mean to hop. Whoop! Alright. Let's go. Alright, proceed to furnace charging area. Go to the first floor. I don't think there's anything else on this second floor. Let's go this... Yeah. No one likes him anyway. Alright. Why, hello, good sirs. Y'all look tired. Everyone getting paid? After something like this, our wages are being paid early. Supervisor Ho, how about... Luke, keep your mouth shut. Just take the money and go. Just like, shut up. We're getting paid. I don't work here, dude. I don't think I've seen this young man before. We're not here to get paid. We're here to investigate the case. Why, hello, sir. Oh, wait, whatever. They're here to investigate the matter of Foreman Ting's falling incident. I see. It's a pleasure to meet you. I cannot say his name. I need someone to say it for me. I almost forgot this important matter. Oh, please make a deposit for Mr. Shen. Your Honor, I cannot accept this for nothing. Mr. Shen, I will reward you properly after you find out what exactly happened. Well, you need not refuse, Mr. Shen. It's him! I'm gonna blame you. The sooner everything is clear, the less damage the ironworks will have to sustain. Shen, it seems that if we don't accept the money, Mr. Deputy Administrator can't be at ease. Woo, that's a title. Alright. Alright, give me money. Thank you. It's not seen as a bribe, I hope. Alright. Thank you for the money. If you have anything to ask me, I will gladly tell you everything I know. Alright, about yourself. What are your duties, Mr. Ho? I'm the supervisor of the funds. All things related to money here fall under my responsibility, such as bookkeeping, managing bills, as well as the purchasing of goods and materials. Money laundering, and paying wages. You're a smart cookie, young boy, but I'm not the one who's in charge of paying the wages. Usually the workers' wages are paid by the foreman directly, but that's why I'm doing it. I just heard from the workers that the wages for this month are being paid earlier than usual. Indeed, Mr. Lee has instructed me to do so, hoping that this will calm everyone down. You two probably don't know that the Simisen Martin furnace's incident was very expensive. After the incident, people on the factory floor were terrified, causing production to stagnate. Yes. For each day the furnace is not in operation, thousands of silver coins will be lost. Yep. No wonder Mr. Deputy Administrator seems so anxious. Oh my gosh. If you have anything to ask me, I will gladly tell you. If I have to say that name, that title. Oh, God. How was your relationship with Foreman Ting, Mr. Ho? My daily work intersected with Foreman Ting, so I guess we were quite familiar. What kind of person was Foreman Ting? Treat people a bit harshly, so he's not very popular among the workers. However, I know that he was just too obsessed with studying meteorology. Meteorology? Obsessed with what he loved? I totally get him. Calm down. I heard that he had a habit of worshipping a statue. Do you know when it started, Mr. Ho? If you're asking about the statue, it's a long story. The quality of our steel products was not stable, so we didn't have a steady flow of funds. Mr. Shang imported a German Simisen Martin furnace in order Mr. Lee to improve quality. We thought the problem would be solved, but our steel rails still have quality defects. Mr. Lee placed the burden to Foreman Ting. Ting made a pledge promising he would get the job done. So that's when Foreman Ting began worshipping the gods? That statue was originally acquired by Mr. Lee. It was meant to be a symbol of luck. Who would have thought that Foreman Ting would become obsessed with worshipping the gods? He had to close himself off inside of the office all day long. He became unusually thin and pale with weathered face and kept on mumbling strange things. What did he say? How do I remember? Something about Chinese teachings and Western teachings. Chinese traditional values for foundation, Western ideology for practical use. That's it. He said to make steel in Hanyang to do the ancient Hangyans do. Well, I don't get that at all. Oh. I regret that I haven't paid more attention. Otherwise, the name of this would have... I don't know. Were you present when the incident occurred, Mr. Ho? I was checking the inventory and only heard a bang when I got there. Fire had been put out. I didn't know until after that it was... Sigh. Mr. Ho, when and where was the last time you saw Foreman Ting? I ran into him yesterday evening, right around here. It was almost payday, so I was busy verifying the account book. I went to double check workers' attendance with Foreman Ting. When I met up with Foreman Ting, he still appeared absent-minded. He didn't respond when I called out to him. He He walked into the office and locked himself inside. Everyone knows that he locks the door when he's worshipping the gods. You saw him yesterday. Was there anything else unusual about him? Nothing else, no. Oh, I do remember a small detail, though. I don't know if it counts. I ran into him yesterday. He was wearing a head cloth. I have never seen him wear one of those before. Doesn't usually wear a head cloth. He thinks it's stuffy, so he rarely wears one. Detail deserves attention. I wrote it down, Shen. Got anything to ask me? Okay. So I don't think Ting died. I think he probably was someone else. Alright. What about you, Mr. Lee? The incident is a serious matter. If there's anything you want to know, Mr. Shen, just ask. Alright. Mr. Deputy Administrator, please tell us more about Foreman Ting. Foreman Ting began working at the Ironworks when it was founded. He learned chemistry and steel making and also spent time in the laboratory. For the past 6 months, he had been transferred to the factory floor to work as foreman. Although he was sometimes tough and stubborn, he's always been keen on studying steel making. Recently, we imported the most advanced Martin furnace from Germany. He had been researching on a new method of open hearth steel making, but he hadn't found the knack for it yet, and the quality of the last batch was less than ideal. Then the incident is a serious matter. If there's anything you want to know, Mr. Shen, just ask. Okay, let's see. This one. Mr. Lee heard that there was something wrong with the quality of the steel rails. Ugh, it's hard to explain. I heard that the hardest part of steelmaking is removing the phosphorus. Fragmentation easily appears in steel with high phosphorus content. Was this the type of problem you were facing? You're a smart cookie. Seems like Afu knows the ropes. Yeah, he's smart. I like him. Indeed, clear. Sorry. Due to some reasons, this is why I can't be an actress. The high quality ores from Dai were transported to Japan. We only got lower grade. The Bessemer was really can't remove phosphorus efficiently, so we spent a large sum of money to import the Simpson Martin furnace from Germany. It really takes the painstaking effort everyone to make good steel. It's only natural that we treat industrial prosperity as our duty. Alright. Alright, Mr. Deputy Administrator. Where were you when the incident occurred? I was busy entertaining a guest, so I wasn't on the furnace factory floor. When I got here, the fire had already been put out. Fortunately, no further damage was caused. Although the fire was put out, terrifying rumors began to spread. The workers refused to work. Yeah, that's terrifying. I hope that Mr. Shen is able to uncover the truth as soon as possible. I need my water. Alright. Goodbye, Deputy Administrator Lee. Alright. The roar of these machines is deafening. Yeah, you're gonna have some... Shen, this is the sound of the industry's heartbeat. You're very optimistic, Afu. I like you. Why did Mr. Lee make us cast these ingots? Shh, keep your mouth shut. Someone's coming. Suspicious. Hello. Are these ingots made from the furnace that Foreman Ting fell into? That's right. Gentlemen should stay away from this kind of unlucky thing. That's kind of gross. It'll be difficult to deal with later on if the molten steel cools down inside the ladle. Even so, we can't use these. The blood and bones of Foreman Ting are in there. Just think about it. Gives me the creeps. The human body is mainly composed of water and carbon. Its density is less than molten steel. His body wouldn't sink into the molten steel, but would float on the surface and flow into the tank. So in essence, these are just ordinary steel ingots. Then, do you think his soul could be in these ingots? Guys, no. I don't know. Woo. Keep your mouth shut. It's time to get back to work. But Master, I'm afraid the shrine will unleash its powers again. Please wait. Again? Awu just said again, which means the shrine in the office has unleashed its powers before? What shrine? You must be deaf and heard me wrong. Uh-huh. Jen and I both heard you. You definitely said it just now. Misters, that shrine, it's taboo. We are entrusted by Mr. Deputy Administrator to investigate the case of the falling incident. If you don't cooperate, you might be convicted of obstruction of justice. Please don't be angry, mister. We'll talk. We'll talk. About a month ago, Awu and Foreman Ting had a little argument. Awu, young and candid, kicked the shrine. The statue fell. He had some words of disrespect. Then the shrine unleashed his powers? Well, yeah, there was smoke coming out of the shrine. There was gunpowder smell in the air. My head started throbbing and I couldn't breathe, but I wanted to cough, so I almost fainted. What happened? King said that Awu had offended the god of fire, then he kicked everyone out of the room. Suspicious. That very night, Awu got sick and lost his voice. I had nightmares. Whenever I closed my eyes, I saw the statue staring at me. The foreman hadn't begged the gods for forgiveness on Awu's behalf, I think, eventually. I'm afraid he wouldn't even be able to speak now. Could you... Mister, please forgive us, but we really can't say anymore. Whatever. We should get back to work. Alright. Alright, sounds like the foreman's doing weird stuff. Jen, does wearing a headcloth even count as being suspicious? Wearing a headcloth in ironworks not only prevents burns, but also reduces water loss. People do not make a change in habits lately, not unless there's a particular reason. Exactly. Jen, from the state of those two workers, they don't appear to be lying.
Huh?
Could it be that the shrine really unleashes powers? Afu, do you know any gas that smells of gunpowder could harm the respiratory tract? So you think there was something off about the smoke, Shen? Yes. The smell of gunpowder usually appears after a firecracker set off. Firearms made in Hanyang are quite famous, though. Afu, gunpowder doesn't cause hoarseness of the voice, does it? Generally, it doesn't. Shen, how about I give you the shrine? How about I give the shrine a kick as well? There's no harm in trying. I prefer not to. Oh, there actually was a god. Oh, Avu, you're adorable. Alright, let's move on. Do I need to look at anything else? No. Okay. Hello, sir. Doors are locked off limits to loiterers. Dude, I am... Mr. Patrolman, why is this door locked? What does that have to do with you? We're investigating. Sir, we are entrusted by Deputy Administrator Lee to investigate the Foreman Ting's case. Oh. Oh, so it's Mr. Detective. Of course, I'd have to help you out. A lot nicer than... however, this room is impure. What? Nicer than Ma. Impure? But then again, Ma killed someone. Everyone knows deep down Foreman Ting died. How Foreman Ting died. Beware of the shrine in that room. We're not scared. Let's have a look. Just move, dude. Move. Thank you for your trouble, sir. Bye. Officer, move. You gonna move? Get out of the way! Is he deaf? Can he not hear? Mr. Patrolman, why haven't you opened the doors yet? I'm confused too. It really stresses me out having to help you open these doors. We need to complete the investigation today, so we're sure I'm on time. Oh my, thinking about opening this door is making my head ache. I ask for your help. What? I'm confused in this conversation. How can we help? I just heard a crisp, pleasant sound ringing out from you two. He wants me to pay him. Could you lend me a hand in refreshing my memory? Something with a crisp and pleasant sound. Maybe ask you for... I freaking wants money. Here, take some money, you douchebag. Afu handed over to him. And I thought you were a good police officer. Dick. Alright. Out of my face. Move. The sound is so enlightening to me. Get out of the frickin' way, scumbag. I'm gonna say you did it. For trying to extort me.
先生，这尊神像虽然平平无奇，但在听了那些流言后，再看它，竟然莫名有点瘆得慌，就好像干将爷爷和莫爷奶奶在看着我一样。
Ah!
谁允许你们随便进来的？
Someone chick.
谁在说话？
你说呢？
难道是莫爷奶奶？
Grandma? She doesn't sound like a grandma. Oh, she was a cutie. Hi.
不必再装神弄鬼了。
Hi.
谁装神弄鬼了？
She's super adorable.
哼，若不是想捉弄人，
She even has a cat smile. Don't trust her.
我刚调查完这里，正要离开，是你们自己硬闯进来的。
She's a reporter.
怎么，小弟弟，你被吓到了？
才没有呢。
没被吓到的话，你叫谁奶奶呢？
先生，我们开始调查吧。
Like, shut up.
调查？调查什么？早上的坠楼事件吗？
Yes.
对啊，是理会办专门请我们来的哦。
什么？他答应给我独家的呀？你是哪个报的？
记者小姐误会了，在下沈仲平，是一名侦探。这位是我的助手阿福。
原来是查案的侦探啊！误会了，我是沪报的记者文可欣。不过，在这个
I
案
don't
子，
trust her. She's
侦探先生已
a
经没有什
reporter.
么表
Never
现机
trust
会
the
了。
reporters.
啊？什么意思啊？
我就要查明真相了，连明日的头条都拟好了。独家揭秘汉阳铁厂工人跳炉案件始末。
So why did he let her in and not we had to pay
文
him
小
to
姐可愿
listen?
分享你所掌握的
Never
线
mind.
索？
Don't answer that question.
想从我这儿获得消息可
I know
以，
how she got in.
但要拿对我有用的东西换。
我擅长格致学，先生擅长推理，这可以交换你的消息吗？
格致学好，能帮我的文章补充些理论知识。
I start asking me questions now. All right, Miss Wen. What about you? Miss Wen, why are you here at the ironworks? The ironworks just had orders from the Yangtze Railway and the Canton Hanko Railway. However, its productions were said to have quality problems. It's at the center of a storm. My journalist intuition tells me that there's an opening for a story here. Plus, you know, someone died. Fort McClure gone. Hanyang Ironworks endures hardship. News report like that. The title alone already sounds interesting. I thought you didn't like her. Yeah, I was halfway done with my draft when this happened. So now you're planning to write about Foreman Ting's falling incident? I'm sorry for what happened, but this is definitely a better story. Alright. What were you doing at the time of the incident, Miss Wen? I was originally planning to take some photos of the factory floor this morning. When I got to the factory floor, I ran into Mr. Lee. He wanted to show me the new metal mixer. It wasn't long after we left the factory floor that we heard an explosion and we hurried back. Miss Wen, did you arrange the rope barrier at the site of the incident? That's right. This site is damaged in any way the news report might be inaccurate. This measure was immensely helpful to the investigation. It's like, yeah. Well, of course, I'm a senior reporter. Alright. I like her. She's adorable. I love her little cat smile. About the truth. Miss Wen, what's the truth that you discovered? You want me to just give away the answers? You'll know soon enough. It's getting late. I still need to go to the metal casting platform to get my camera. Excuse me. Don't forget a promise. Alright, bye, Miss Wen. I like you. Alright. Sean, let's start investigating this site as well. Can't lose Miss Wen. It's not a competition, it's only about the truth. Not about winning or losing. I still don't like seeing her so pleased with herself, but yeah. I quite like her, actually. Let's look at the desktop. Desktop is clean, but the ink stone is covered with dust. It hasn't been used in a long time. Blueprints of the imported furnace are under the paperweight. Also documents in foreign language. I don't know German. These papers are covered in handwriting notes. Seems like formatting, but a lot of work. The craftsman who studies technology and reads foreign documents be superstitious? That's hard to say. My idol, Mr. Newton, was a devout follower of theology in his old age. We should record the condition of the desk first. Alright, well, I mean, technology and stuff doesn't necessarily that you're not religious. Jen, there's a Western wall clock here. The engravings say that this was a gift from the Wuhan Chamber of Commerce for water transportation. Interesting. Good practice. Good practice. Rule number 1, leaving without permission during work hours is prohibited. Rule number 2, name badges must be hung on the board during working hours. Rule number 3, all of the materials used in production shall be managed by the foreman. Rule 4, those who are absent from work will be fined 7 days in wages. Whoa, okay. If you forgot to hang your name badge, it would count as skipping work. That's so strict. Yeah, you think our working conditions suck. Oh my gosh. Okay, here's a board made of copper with several rows of hooks on it. Looks like workers need to hang their name badges on this board when they're on duty. I'll just have my friend always put my freaking name up there. Jen, this is the floor plan for the factory floor. The map looks quite new. It's probably put up not long ago. A working drawing of the open hearth furnace plaster up beside it. Alright. Chen, Miss Wen mentioned going to the metal casting platform to get her camera back. Could it be that she caught something shocking on camera? Maybe. I need to go to the metal casting platform to speak with those who witnessed the incident. Alright, well... Office door. Clock, shrine. Alright, I wanna go... The shrine is dedicated to the statue of Ganji. The shrine is made of rosewood. It also holds an incense burner and 2 candlesticks. Copper incense burner with 3 sticks of incense placed vertically. Interesting. Nothing else? Sorry, Shen, the dock is right outside these doors. We'll go out after we finish investigating this case. Alright. I'm gonna go... Is there anything else in here? I don't really see anything. Alright, let's go chase down Miss Wen. Wait, hang on. Alright, judging from the previous investigation, Foreman Ting was obsessed with steelmaking technology. Then again, all oddities related to the shrine also indicate that he was worshipping a statue. Maybe he was just too focused on achieving success, that's why he decided to go to extremes. Or perhaps the statue holds a different meaning for him. Possibly. Alright, let's see. Yeah. Alright! Where did she go? Where did you talk to? Let's see if anything new. No, okay. He has nothing new to say. Where did she go? Jen, we've reached the metal casting platform if we go up from here. Alright, let's chase her down, I guess. She was... Charging area. Am I just chasing her down? I already talked to him. He probably has nothing new to say. Okay, let's... Alright, so she's not up here. I thought she was up here. Whoop. So that door is locked. Let's go back down, I guess. Is she over here? Hold number 2. Okay, we're back at the sea. Huh? Jen, what are you looking at? I have no idea. I'm looking at the scenery. I'm not sure why, but no matter how many times I look at this, the scenery always excites me. Perhaps because it carries dreams of men who wish it to industrialize China. Yeah, from learning from foreigners to learning from experience, long way to go. Jen, let's hurry on back. After we're done with the investigations, I want to take good look at the machinery here. Come along then. Alright. Okay, well. Shen, can you smell that? There's a yummy scent of sesame cake in the air. I heard that sesame cake in Hanyang is especially delicious, as well as many other delicacies. I'm feeling hungry all of a sudden. Sesame cake's good. Alright, let's keep going, I guess. Meal number 1. Slag is overflowing from the ladle. So this is how slag is discharged from the ladle. Slag is mainly composed of oxides of silicon, phosphorus, calcium, sulfur, and other elements. It will float on the surface of the molten steel due to temperature differences. Let me think of a simpler way to explain this to you, Jen. Slag is like the oil and pepper floating on top of red oil hot pot. When the ladle is almost full of molten steel, the slag will naturally flow into the slag tank. Afu, that was very imaginative metaphor. It's cute. He's hungry. Someone seems to be hungry. He who is iron becomes steel after rice. Missing out on a meal will never feel nice. I didn't even taste the sweet, delicious sesame cake just so I could accompany you. Would you like to try out the molten steel hot pot in front of you? No, I'm good. Jen, let's continue in the investigation. Alright, I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Antifa, do you have anything new? Alright, already went. Supposed to go up here? Oh, here we go. Okay. There was another ladder? Okay. Oh, scorch camera. Huh? There's a camera over here. Hey, it's Miss Wu's. Probably belongs to Miss Wen. Miss Wen. I don't know, Sabu. It's completely burnt. What a waste of good camera. Yeah, it got completely destroyed. Hi, guys. Why do people keep coming up here? I just shooed away a woman and now 2 more guys show up. We already talked to you. It's time for us to start casting it, so go back down right now. Wu, it's the detectives. You have to speak more politely. Huh? Isn't that Wu and his master? My apologies for disturbing you both. I still have a few more questions to ask. You're too kind, mister. Just call me old Chow. If there's anything you'd like to know, we will definitely cooperate with you. Alright, let's talk about Ting. What do you think of Foreman Ting? You don't have any particular thoughts about the foreman? Not very good, then. He got what he deserved. There's nothing more to say about it. I like Awu. He's like straight up. Yeah, he's dick. Seems that the 2 of you don't like Foreman Ting very much. Nope. From his point of view, anything anyone else did was always wrong. He just didn't like us. Awu, there's no fault in the foreman having been strict with his demands. And it depends. Everyone did as he said, but the last batch of steel rails still got screwed up, didn't it? He was just picking holes. If there's anything you'd like... So he's probably messing with the materials, right? Were you 2 the ones who witnessed the process of Foreman Ting falling incident this morning? Yes. If I could trouble you 2, please tell me what you saw and heard at that time. This is the first trial production since the furnace was shut down and renovated. Just when we began casting, Awu suddenly said, "The foreman is watching us." There he was standing next to the outlet. Well, still coming out, yet he didn't mind the heat, because he's probably already dead. Are you sure that the person you saw at the time was Foreman Ting? I'm sure he was leaning on the railing at the time. He looks spiritless and kept staring downwards. Not noticed Foreman Ting before this moment? No, he just appeared there out of the blue. And the railings are super hot when molten steel is pouring out, but he didn't care at all. If he wasn't possessed by something, then what? He was already dead, is probably what it was. Old Chow, you said earlier that when you saw Foreman Ting, molten steel was coming out. Did you see Foreman Ting or anyone else open the molten steel outlet shutter? Nope. When we began casting, molten steel outlets were closed. I remember clearly. I don't know who did it. It wasn't open at the time. And then And then I just watched as the railing that he was leaning on disappeared. Huh? Disappeared? You mean the railing broke off and fell into the molten steel along with him? No, it disappeared. Just vanished into thin air. I was watching the entire time. I didn't see anything else fall in. Did it disintegrate? Old Chow, did you also see the railing suddenly disappear? I didn't see it as vividly as Awu did, but... Foreman was indeed leaning against the railing, then he suddenly fell into the ladle. Then it exploded and fire was everywhere. I looked again, he was no longer there, and there was no railing either. Must have... Did you notice anything unusual about him this morning? He was wearing the headcloth that he usually doesn't wear, nothing else. Yeah, I saw it too. Gentlemen, we're about to start soon. Just go back down already. Don't be in our way. Yeah, we're in the way. Whoa, the ladle's coming this way. So it's blocking their view so they can't see who opens the... Okay. Yeah, because they wouldn't be able to see it because it's on the right side. So it would be the ladle or whatever it's called would be in the way. Can I move? We're in the way. What are you two still doing here? It's too dangerous. Stay here, sir. Oh, apologies. We will make ourselves. Yeah, I was like, why are we still standing here? Why is her camera there? If she put her camera there, they should have known it was there. Mr. Shen, Mr. Lee is waiting for you in the office. Said that progress has been made in the case, so he's asking to meet up with you, Mr. Shen. I have already finished the investigation. It's time to discuss with Mr. Deputy Administrator. Woo! Alright, let's go to the office. Patrolman. Alright, you don't want to talk to me. Let's just keep going, I guess. They couldn't see who opened the thing. Investigation have come to a temporary close. Shall we discuss them with Deputy Administrator Lee? Yeah, I think so. I don't know what else I would do.
本记者已查明丁匠木坠炉一事始末，诸位不妨一起听听。本记者，请说说你的发现吧。
Okay.
经过调查，我认为丁匠木之死非鬼神作祟，也并非意外事故，而是自杀。
自杀？
No,
绝无可能。
you're wrong.
今日是马丁炉试产的紧要关头，丁匠木心系此事，绝不会在今日自杀。
正因为今日重要，他才会选择在今日自杀。
这是为何？
多年来，丁匠木一直痴迷于钻研炼钢技术。他提出的改进炼钢工艺改良之法，据说能大大降低钢铁的成本。
I mean, what she's
汉
saying
阳
makes
铁厂
sense,
的
but
钢轨也因此
the
广
set
开
doesn't
销
make
路，
sense.
接连拿下大额订单。在关键时刻，钢轨却爆出了严重的质量问题，丁匠木难辞其咎。
其实，这事也不能全怪老丁，主要还是所用焦炭
I'm
的
gonna
含
blame
量太高。
Supervisor Ho for the death.
为解决问题，丁匠木提出再次改进工艺，并在理会班面前立下了军令状。不料，接连几次试产都失败了。绝望的他，只能将希望寄托于迷信传说。唉，所以，今早是一场策划过的自杀，或者说是献祭。
这，难道真是本班给他的压力太大了？
悲喜，匠木血肉铸铁钢，民族工业路何方？这就是我下一篇报道的标题了。
She's like, this is what
文
I'm
小
gonna
姐
put.
这么肯定丁匠木
Yeah,
是
no,
自
you're
杀，
wrong, girl.
可是掌握了什么证据？
那当然，我在公事房的书桌上发现了丁匠木的绝笔信。
You took the note? You can't take the
等
note.
一下，等一下，绝笔信在哪儿？我们怎么没看到过呀？
Dirty liars.
如此重要的新闻材料，当然得保护起来了。
你怎么能私藏证物呢？
I take stuff. You don't
公事
take
房里
stuff.
人多
That's
手
my
杂
job.
我担心线索遗失，才代为保管。
Take
怎么能
that.
算
That's
私
fine.
藏呢？
You're not a cop.
文小姐，可否将信件借我一看？
可以，这信也没什么特别的。
Then why'd you take it?
多年以来， 吾费心尽力，只求练得好钢。然而，无论尝试何种方法，均无法成功。看来，吾当效法干将莫邪，以无身驯鹿。如此，定能感动上苍。丁大
I don't
风
know, man.
于平卢车间公事房绝笔。
先生，真的是一封绝笔信。
大人，上面的笔记倒很像是老丁的。
文记者没有损坏证物吧？
怎么可能？我是原封不动将它收好的。
Lies and deceit, woman. Touch evidence.
既然如此，
I love her cat
许恒
face.
你去草拟一份公告，通告事件始末，以平息流言。
且慢，这封信有问题。
这封信很普通啊，有什么问题？
信中的细节之处与已有的证据相冲突，难以一语概括。文小姐，我会一句一句的回顾这封绝笔信上的内容，对有问题的句子提出质疑，然后将有疑问的内容与收集到的证物进行比对。如果找到了与绝笔信内容有矛盾的证物，我会出示给你看。
好啊，那就开始吧。
I am very confused. Inquiry. She's so adorable. I like her.
多年以来，吾费心尽力，只求练得好钢。然而，无论尝试何种方法，均看来，吾当效法干将莫邪，如此，定能感动上苍。丁大风于平卢车间公事房绝笔。
Why would he sign it like that? That's a little weird. Hang on. I want to ask for him. Okay. Okay, so they're saying this. So... Oh, because this is all dusty, right? So he hasn't used the inkstone in a long time, right? Yeah. I'm gonna say it's the office desk stuff. Because in order to write that, he have to
文小姐
get the
认为
inkstone all wet.
丁教母是在公事
It
房
wouldn't be
何
covered
处
in
写下
dust.
的这封绝笔信？
这封信是用毛笔写的，自然
Yeah.
是在公事房的书桌上。
那你可曾注意到公事房书桌上的砚台？
For all you're supposed to be looking
砚
at.
台，
这封绝
Hold on
笔信
that.
确实是用毛笔所写，信的落款也提到于公事房绝笔。可公事房中仅有的砚台上，墨迹已经干裂，
Yeah, it's all
还积了
dusty.
一层灰，显然许久未被使用。这两者之间存在明显的矛盾。这封信不是在公事房写的。
Yeah, I couldn't
食
write
堂
it
本
there.
就多灰尘，就算有积灰也很正常。
No, because it's
但
no.
桌面上并没有多少灰尘，那座神龛更是一尘不染。
Yeah, no, it's not.
可见，
No.
只有砚台许久未用。
It's not gonna be dusty, be just
So-
used it.
如果丁匠木随身携带了笔墨呢？
That's
哪有人会
stupid.
随身携带砚
Who
台
would
啊？
do that?
这也太强词夺理了吧！
Stupid.
难道侦探先生能否定这种可能吗？
文小姐当然可以做此假设，
She's
但
like,
这封信上还有一处细节与落款所题相悖。
Point out the place that contradicts with the signature. Oh, sorry. I'm like thinking. Oh, but when you write with ink, you can't fold the paper because it's smeared all over the place. right? The bolts? Is that right? Is that the right place? Right?
沈先生是说折痕有问题？
正是。
Yeah, because when you
文小姐曾说，为防止证物被破坏，特意将信原封不动的收好。
but it would be all smeared,
因此，这
wouldn't
折
it?
痕并不是文小姐造成的，对吗？
没错，折痕不是我造成的。
你发现时，信被平摊在公事房的桌上，对吗？
是，
Because when you write,
到底有什么问题？
it would
信纸有
cause
折
the
痕。
ink issues, right?
折叠信纸一般是为了方便携带。若信真的是丁教母自尽前在公事房写下的，又何必要把它折起来，多此一举呢？
Oh, okay, that's what it means. I was like, I thought it had something to do with the ink being wet and smearing all over everything.
也许信是在其他地方写的吧。
But why would he do that?
可信上明明写着“于平炉车间公事房绝笔
See, he's thinking it in a different way than I'm thinking it. I'm
的确
thinking
如
like
此。
the ink would
难道这
smear.
封绝笔信是伪造的？
Okay. ”。
有人想要掩盖丁教母死亡的真相。
Our thought processes are completely different.
丁将木之死有何掩盖的必要？他跌进炉子时
He's like,
工人们
it
看得清清楚楚啊
Had to have written it here so it wouldn't be folded. I'm like, yeah, but I
会不会
just
是目击的工人有所隐瞒呢？
武巡丁，去将事发
Yeah,
时
and
在
I'm
场的
just
工
sitting here
人都
thinking,
曾来问话。
just wrote it at home and just placed it in the office. I mean, but that would make sense because it'd be all
关于
messy.
绝笔信的问题，你还没有完全说服我。
I'm just overthinking.
我们谁都无法
apparently.
准确揣测一个人临终前的心境。丁匠木为方便自己，而在其他地方写好信，
Mhm.
然后放到公事房里让人发现，也是可能的。
I don't know.
这个可能性虽低，但的确存在。所谓孤证不立，此信还需结合其他证据，再做追究。
那便将绝笔信之事暂压，先探讨其他疑点。
好，
大人，老赵和阿武到了。
进来吧。
They're all the cops douchebags. Well, actually, no. That one guard was just chill. He didn't want to do his
你们
job.
二人再将早晨的情形复述一遍，
Mhm.
不可遗漏任何细节。
一上午都说了很多次了。
Dude, they were in the middle of an investigation. Deal with it.
好好回大人的话。
哦，当时我和师傅正在浇筑钢锭，浇着浇着，我突然看到了匠木，当时他正倚在2号钢水口旁的栏杆上。
阿武提醒我匠木在对面时，我发现他身后的钢水闸也打开了。
项目出现的同时，闸门也开了。
我想，应该是他自己打开的吧。
Oh, he must have been tied on a rope at the end of the thing.
过了不久，
And then when it went up,
匠木
he
忽然
dropped
扑
down.
了下去，紧接着钢
Because
水
the
包就
slack
炸
on the
了。
rope would have lessened and he would...
两人刚刚的说法中，
And
存在
because
一
it's
处
so
隐蔽
hot,
的
maybe
矛
what
盾
he was...
与这一件
What
证
was
据有
used
关。
caught fire?
当时我和师傅正在浇筑钢锭，
Okay.
浇着浇着，我突然看到了匠木，当时他正倚在2号钢水口旁的栏杆上。
Sorry, I had to let the puppy out. Let's see. How could you have seen with that giant...
这个时候，我发现匠木身后的钢水闸也开了，应该是他自己打开的吧。
How... No, he couldn't have. He's on the wrong side, right? Can't, because the thing that opened is on the other side. I'm gonna question that. Like... Because, yeah, no. That doesn't make sense. He's on the other side.
钢水闸不可能是丁匠木自己打开的，
You should know this. You work
现场
here.
绝不只有他一人。
为什么？
钢水闸的拉杆很长，若想拉开它，必须站在钢水槽的
Yeah,
另
how
一
do you guys not know this? You work here.
但
You
是两位工
investigated.
人
You should
看
have
到
seen
的
that.
却是丁匠木出现的同时，闸门也开了。 这不是一个人能做到的。
不一定是完全同时。毕竟，我和阿武也不是一直盯着对面看。
侦探先生，丁教木先拉开闸门，再快速走到钢水包前，不可以吗？
No, thanks too long.
不可行，因为现场存在此物。
Why it wasn't. Because of the. Okay, so it's not. Oh, it's because of this, right? Because all the molten crap's coming out right here. He wouldn't have been able to hop it, right? 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 This thing? No. So this thing? The base? Is this right? I really need to
我刚
save.
才说过，丁匠木操作拉杆后，必须跨过钢水
Yeah,
槽
because all the
才
the
能走到
stuff's
坠楼
there,
的位
right?
置。
I really need to
可一旦
save.
钢水闸打开，槽中会注满1600度的钢水，人根本无法通过。
I don't like Afu with his
想
glasses
走到坠
down.
楼的位置，他就必须经
We've
过
had to
屏
go
幕
all the
对
way
面的加
around.
料
Yeah,
区，
we've taken too
从
long.
另一侧绕过来。
We've taken forever. And the
这
other
不
guy
是
back
短
there
时
would have
间内
seen
能
him
做
too.
到的。
At least I didn't see him.
也许丁教木提早打开了钢水闸。
Journalist Wen, I'm about to
可是碰巧
suspect
老赵
you
和
for
阿
some
武没看
reason.
到呢。
我留意过，这间闸门一直是关着的，不骗你。
Girl, I'm really gonna suspect you. You're being
即使
very
老赵和阿武
obnoxious.
可能会漏看，丁匠木经过加料区时，还会遇到填料工老李。可老李却对他的出现毫不知情，这又如何解释呢？
难道是五鬼搬运？
Don't be telling me the five
是
ghost
不是
crap.
神像显灵了？
作祟的不是鬼神，
I think someone's using the shrine
是人心。
stuff as a
在丁匠木坠楼的现场，
red herring.
一定还存在另一个人。
Yeah, see, he's blocked,
当
so
丁
they
匠
wouldn't
木
be
倚
able to
靠
see
在
him.
栏杆上时，
But then he would
是
have
他拉
been
开了闸门。
stuck up there for a while.
等一等，
Unless he
炉
got
子的正
down.
面有老赵和阿武看着，背面有老李在。如果现场真的存在另一个人，他怎么可能不被人看到？
只要利用这件证物，他就能巧妙地将自己隐藏起来。
2,000 years later.
那人想要隐藏行踪，只要利
Okay.
用好钢水
It
包即
took
可。
me a while, but I figured it. Okay.
我明白了，先生说的是视野盲区。
Yeah, it's a visibility blind spot.
所谓
Sorry, I
盲
was
区
sitting there
是指视线不能到达的区域。
thinking.
没错，这个钢水包高2米，直径近1.5米，肯定会挡住老赵和阿武的部分视线。可是，我和师傅浇筑时站在不同的位置，浇筑时的分工也是一人作业一人观察，我们俩中总会有一人看着对面的。
老赵，你和阿武作业时站在哪里？
Depends on the
和
spot.
钢水包的距离又如何？
我平时站
So
在
he
钢
might
水
have
包
been able
左
to.
边，
No. Would he
阿
have been
武
able
就
to
站
see?
我旁边，我们都离钢水包比较近。
I don't know, man.
我在浇筑平台上观察过二位工作，二位的视野经钢水包遮挡，都存在盲区。
Yeah, there's a
前两个
small
盲区是有交集
visibility.
的，那便是疑犯躲藏的地方。
可是我和师傅又不是只傻站着，
Here, you guys move.
钢水包一动，我们也会跟着走啊！一走不就看到他了吗？
你们一直跟着钢水包
No
走，却看不到钢水包后的疑犯，是
Ah,
因为
suspect moved with the ladle. That makes the most sense. There's no absolute blind spot. He
这
moved
很
with
简
it.
单。他跟着钢水包
Yeah,
一
he had
起
to
移
move
动，
with it. It's
就能
like
一直待在视野盲
like
区
in
中。
those
这，没错，那人只要跟着钢水包走，确保自己看不见对面的工人就行了。因为光路是可逆的嘛。
真是有趣的方法。若是刊登在小说专栏里，读者们会津津乐道呢。不过，侦探先生恐怕忘了， 丁将木坠炉时引发了爆炸。
So
如果当时有人在
everyone
2
would
号
have been
炉前的平台
distracted.
上，不死也会身受重伤的吧？
可今日坠炉事件并未有其他人员伤亡。
there is that back walkway
这又如
that
何
we
解释
went
呢？
through.
我想，疑犯或许可以在这里躲避。
It's in the yeah, right here. Yeah.
2号炉右侧的通道并没有被波及，他当时可在此处躲避，经钢水包掩护。爆炸发生时，他的位置已经离
Playing
通道
those
不远。
sneaking games really helped with
趁
this
丁将木
one.
的出现吸引了工人的注意，
Knowing everyone's
他
blind
躲进
spots
通
and
道，
stuff. The
顺
cone
利
the
脱险。
听起来这个嫌犯不但熟悉炼钢的流程，还深谙人心呢。可这还是不对啊！
阿武，老爷们说话
I like
哪轮得
Owl.
到你插嘴？
Oh, he's
阿武，
like him.
你觉得哪里还有问题？
我明明看到将木靠在栏杆上，
Well, he's
栏
dead.
杆
Of
突
course
然
he's
消
gonna be
失了，
leaning.
才导致他翻下去的。若不是神像显灵，
It must have disintegrated, right, with heat, because it would have.
弟弟，栏杆是不会凭空消失的
But，things
这
can
个世界也不
disintegrate.
存在鬼神。
Like saying that I don't know where the ice went
可我明
because
明看见了，我
it
发誓。
melted because it was in the
我也很
oven.
确定，你看错了。人在紧张或是害怕时，很容易出现记忆错乱。
我没看错。
How did
闻记
he
者为何
afraid?
如
He
此
just
确
saw the
定？
foreman.
阿武看错了。
昨天傍晚我拍照时，那里就没有栏杆了，
啊
晚上值夜班的只有填料工老李。我问过他，他没去装过栏杆。不信的话，你看这张照片。
Ah.
先生，钢水包上方的栏杆果真是空的。
可我明明看见他倚着栏杆。
Was it salt?
你呀，少当出头鸟，
He's like, you want to get your head cut off?
言
Shut up.
多必有失啊！
沈先生，若钢水包上方没有栏杆
It，might have been
说明
something
丁将木
else.
是自己站在那里的。工人们又很确定他的周围没有人，那他是怎么跌入钢水包中的呢？
He was hanging out,
所以
literally.
我说他是自杀啊。
It's not suicide, you
不过
weirdo.
结合侦探先生刚才的
Still
推
doesn't
论，
make sense for
或许
suicide.
有人在协助他自杀，也说不定啊。
Assisted
栏
suicide
杆
is
消
possibility.
失，丁将木坠落，或许与这件任务有关。
Silver. This stuff? This? I'm assuming.
这是阿福在栏杆附近找到的粉末，这些粉末实际上是灰白色小颗粒，还残留着刺鼻的味道。
这是某种物质烧焦后的残留，目前我们只在坠炉现场的栏杆附近找到过。
这的确不是炼钢会用到的东西。
我们
Sorry,
怀疑
puppy's
疑
back. I'll be right
犯
back.
在现场布置了某种机关装置，造成丁将木坠落。
真没想到，一个坠炉事故的背后竟如此复杂。
机关装置倒是个不错的新闻点。那到底是什么样的机关呢？
这个嘛，我们还需要再花时间研究一下。
自强运动期间，本办见识了不少西洋机器，新奇精巧，着实令人叹为观止。若真能还原机关，整件事倒是基本说通了。却非鬼神作祟，而是机器施案呐。但本办还有一点未想通：疑犯所需完成的一系列筹谋颇为复杂，且离不开丁将木的配合。丁将木又为何会乖乖任人摆布呢？
I think he was already dead, right? I say he was already dead.
那时的丁将木，恐怕已经
I think he was dead.
凶多吉少了。
此话怎讲？
He was unconscious, bro.
阿武说他看到丁将木时，丁将木正靠在栏杆上， 直勾勾地看着下方。
He was
栏
dead.
杆温度很高，但他并不在乎，因为当时的他已经感觉不到
He was
烫。
dead.
他的眼睛也不是在看下方，
They're close.
而是闭着。这也解释了为什么丁将木不是跳下去，而是
He fell.
扑下去的。
Yeah, he was already dead.
因此，我怀疑这是一起凶案。
He be dead already.
凶案？那眼下，
大人，我们还需再做一轮补充调查。目前虽已
Let
大
me
致
explore
推断
some
出
more.
了疑犯的作案手法，但仍还有很多疑团未解开。
比如疑犯是如何离开现场的？
还有疑犯的身份、作案
Elevator in
动
the
机
back.
现在一点头绪都没有呢。
There's that elevator in
丁
the
将
back.
木为人执拗，私下或得罪了不少人，
The explosion happened.
但
Everyone
他
kind
一
of
心未
ran,
尝，不该遭此不幸。
scattered.
只是眼下，铁厂一
So
天
he
也
took
耽
the
搁不起
elevator
了。
down. It says
大人
he was.
凶案性质不
I'm
同，
gonna guess it's Supervisor
这等
Ho.
人连环作案，对
He
铁
did
厂
it.
造成的损失不可估
Him and
量。
his sad.
如果明
tired
早还没
eyes.
定论，可先起草公告压下舆论，再细细调查。况且，我相信侦探先生一定会在明早之
He's
前
like,
查明
this
真
is
相，
interesting.
对吧，大侦探？
Oh, thank
沈某
you.
尽力。
那就依文小姐的建议来
Stop
吧。
flirting.
先生，文小姐怎么又忽然帮我们
She
说
smells
话
a？ scoop. Don't trust her.
她好像也完全不在意输给了先生。
Cause she smells a scoop.
我听到了，小弟弟，
How old is
谁
this
要跟你
kid?
比赛了？
Still adorable though. Punch her cheeks.
对文
Pinch
小姐
the
来说
cheeks.，
更看重的应该是新闻。
Yeah,
例如
the
事
scoop.
故悬机藏，揭示阴
She's
谋
like, this is
侦
even
探
better than
盲
the suicide
这个标题怎么
angle.
样呢？
It's a murder angle, guys. It's a murder
先
angle.
生，我们接下来怎么办？
We're gonna investigate.
若坠楼事故发生时，丁将木已经遭遇不测了，说明平楼2层很可能不是案发的第一现场，得想办法找到第一现场才行。
Probably the office, right? Eh. Formanting is really unpopular. Nobody likes him. Feels like everyone has a motive. Yeah. Alright. No body, no autopsy. There's no way to know what unforeseen mishap Formanting ran into. Exactly. Jen, how are we supposed to find the primary crime scene? I don't even know if he was already dead or in a state of unconsciousness before he fell. He's probably dead. We need to broaden the scope of our investigation. Let's look into places Foreman Ting had been to before the incident. His office. Alright. Disappearing. These particles only appeared at the site of the incident, likely related to some mechanism. Alpha, do you remember what it is? Nah, not yet. That smell is really familiar. I'll keep an eye out for it in the ironworks. How did he leave? Given the suspect used the ladle to stay undercover and avoid the sight of Old Chow and Wu, how were they able to leave the scene completely undetected? After the incident, workers were fighting the fire in front of the furnace. They would have seen them if they walked out from the front. I believe their safest choice would be the elevator in the charging area behind the furnace. Exactly. Boldly said that he didn't see anyone unless he... We need to reinvestigate the surroundings of the charging area. I think he ran to the front. I think it's Supervisor Wu or Ho because he showed up after they put the fire out. So... This suggests that Supervisor Ho moved here temporarily. There's a headcloth on the desk. Supervisor Ho was using it to bag the money. There's an account book next to it. Let me take a look. Hey, lad. Oh, Lee's wages were deducted a lot. The reason is because he skipped work multiple times. Wu's wages were the second most deducted for being late. Old Chow's must have been deducted. These are circumstances worth keeping in mind. I want to go back to the shrine. Stealing it. Stealing it. Passes from molten steel, ladle number 2 after the incident. According to Afu, the remains of the deceased will not be within them. No, because you float up. Let's see if I can... No? Map. Map looks quite new. It's probably put up not long ago. Ricky drawings open hearth furnace is pasted right above it. Okay. Lee, what up? Your Honor, there are a few questions about the shrine that I would like to ask you. There's no harm in asking. Okay. Heard that Mr. Deputy Administrator was the one who arranged the statue. Foreman Ting repeatedly asked me to invite the gods in. I couldn't argue with him. He was quite concerned about this and even built the shrine by himself. Ooh. Who would know that after the gods were invited in, all these terrible things would happen? So he built it. So Foreman Ting built the shrine and the altar by himself. Shen, we didn't check the altar beneath the shrine earlier. No matter, feel free to investigate it. As long as you can solve the case as soon as possible. Yeah, let's crack this baby open. Alright. Let's see. A wooden altar so simple in structure that it doesn't even have a drawer. Statue of... Okay, it's normal statue with no mechanisms or secret compartments. Candles are normal. There's half a stick of red candle on the candlestick. Has already been put out. Alright. D6 incense vertically. Okay. Shrine made of rosewood. Carvings aren't that meticulous. You could even say it's ugly. The Foreman Ting built this with his own hands. Alright, let's go back. Ooh, I didn't know I could spin this, baby. Alright. Right round, baby. Right round like a record, baby. Oh, behind the altar, it's a secret compartment. Woo! Alright. Oh. Oh, okay. I didn't know what I was doing. Alright. Let's go. It's open. Alright. Oh, chemicals. Look, Shen, there's a lot of containers and reagents. It's a secret compartment in the secret compartment. It appears this is the true secret of the shrine. Alright, what's this? OHAFH. I should know this. I took chemistry. Ammonia, sodium hydroxide. There are all kinds of reagents placed on this shelf. Alright. What's this? Looks like you got some... There are 3 bottles placed on this shelf. One of which has been sealed at the mouth. Can't read the label on the bottle clearly. Don't sniff it! There's a gunpowder smell. I got it, Shen. This bottle contained concentrated nitric acid. Oh my gosh, that's dangerous. What is this? The 2 pieces of steel soaked in reagent seem to have corroded. One of the labels said sample made by pig iron burnt with coal from Australia, whatever. The other says sample made by mixture of Chinese coke, breeze, and... or whatever. What's this? There's black mark on the partition board that feels hollow to the touch. It's a result of corrosion. Probably this. When he kicked it over, it probably broke that. Alright, what's going on up here? Crucible, an iron frame, a funnel, a beaker, a flask, and a dropper. These are all common appliances used for chemical experiments. They're placed on its shelf. I expect there was a whole set of chemical appliances hidden within the shrine. So it was actually secretly conducting experiments instead of worshipping gods. I never knew any of this. Mr. Deputy Administrator, would it be possible to ask you a few more questions? One, Mr. Shin. What's this? Has Deputy Administrator ever seen these chemical appliances in the shrine? Never knew that he was secretly conducting experiments. However, these appliances do look like the ones used in the laboratory in the backyard. It's possible that Foreman Ting borrowed these from the laboratory? I can't be sure, but Foreman Ting used to be the assistant to Mr. Robinson, the chemist there. Later on, we needed a foreman on the factory floor, and Robinson recommended him. Is it not true that he was overqualified for the job as foreman? It is indeed more laborious and dangerous to work on the factory floor than in the laboratory. However, he had great enthusiasm for steelmaking. Alright. I recall you once said that he had always been studying open hearth steelmaking technology. Yes, he wanted to improve the formulations of steel to reduce cost and increase efficiency. The minerals obtained by our ironworks are mostly phosphate rocks left over. Sorry. To produce good steel, we had to buy phosphorus-free coke from foreigners. Not only are production costs high, the quality has also been unstable. After we use open hearth process, the product quality has improved, but costs are still high. Pink suggested replacing foreign coke with a mixture of pink shan, coke breeze, and I can't say that word. The steel would then be refined in the open hearth furnace as phosphorus is removed. The open hearth process uses the alkaline furnace, which is good at removing phosphorus. Nevertheless, this has nothing to do with the chemical appliances in the shrine. Alright. I heard from the workers that there was a problem with the batch of the products. Pink's method reduced costs by a third. We also did some tests on its mechanical properties. The results are good. Therefore, we produced a batch of steel rails. Good quality and low price helped us get orders from many railways. But that's when things went wrong? Ugh, indeed. The test report from London came back saying that there were quality problems with our products. Don't trust them. The report says that the carbon content of the steel was too low to be durable. Phosphorus content was too high and has phosphorus fragmentation. As a result, the construction company for the railways refused to accept our steel rails. The public also accused us of cutting corners on such an important matter. I felt so ashamed. I'm sure Foreman Ting was also under a lot of stress, too. After that incident, Foreman Ting's condition hadn't been so good. So he's actually secretly experienced of worshipping gods. Yep. Thank you, Mr. Deputy Administrator. Afu and I shall continue our investigation following this clue. Alright, let's think. Alright. Shen, I know the principle behind this shrine unleashing its powers. Is it related to the chemical reagents inside the cabinet? Exactly. The so-called powers of the shrine is actually... I don't know. Whenever Afu kicked a big, he accidentally knocked over the concentrated nitric acid in the cabinet. The acid has a gunpowder smell. When it evaporates, it produces a yellowish white smoke. If that's the case, then Afu felt ill because he inhaled it. Yes, nitric acid harms the respiratory tract. Afu was close by. He probably inhaled a lot. Lucky he didn't. They're afraid of ghosts and didn't know chemistry. It's easy for them to be superstitious. Afu, that was a good deduction. That's like me. You're adorable. Alright. Let's see. Apparently worshipping the shrine behind closed doors was just a cover. Yep. Foreman Ting was actually conducting some kind of chemical experiments in secret. Trying to figure out how to get rid of the phosphorus. But there's a laboratory in the factory. Why didn't he just go there to conduct experiments? Obviously, he did not want anyone to know. He must have had a reason. I think I know what it is. I think London's being scammy. That's what I think. And he didn't trust the English guy, the Englishman running the laboratory. Jen, the store leads to the backyard. Let's head over there and take a look. Hang on, I wanted to go over here real quick. Wu, what are you doing here? Just say that the foreman was murdered. At present, it is highly likely that he was murdered. Mr. Shen, you'll believe what I say, right? Wu. Yes. I remembered something strange. My master doesn't let me say much, and I'm not sure if this is important or not. There's no one else here, Awu. Be at ease and tell us. This morning, I noticed that the crane hook was not stationed at its usual position. Where is the crane hook usually positioned? It's supposed to be between the furnace number 1 and furnace number 2. But when I got here this morning, I saw the crane hook stationed in front of furnace number 2. Huh? Why is it over there? it possible that someone used the crane hook during the working hours? Not likely. No one would move the crane hook if we weren't casting ingots. We suspect that someone used the crane hook last night. That's right. Thank you. This really helps our investigation. Does it though? Anyway, hurry up and find that murderer. All right. Well, the hook. All right. Let's go to the backyard. Let's go backyard. I was wondering what that door went to. All right. So, I think I'm gonna stop it here. I know we're in the middle of the investigation, but we've been playing for a while. So, we'll play some more next time. So far, I'm thinking that Supervisor Ho did it. Just a guess. I like to jump to conclusions. Yeah. Let's continue on with the falling case next time. Bye, guys.